When Cyrus the Great founded the Achaemenid Empire, the first superpower of the world was created. And when his heir, Cambyses II, conquered Egypt, the empire got more powerful. But Darius the Great made the empire even bigger and stronger.
Bigger, better, stronger. Bigger, better, stronger.
Darius I, commonly known as Darius the Great, was born on 550 BCE, when the Achaemenid Empire was founded. His father was Istaspes, and his mother was named Rhodogun, or Irda-Bama. Istaspes was the satrap of Bactria, or Persis, and Irda-Bama was a businesswoman. Darius was their eldest child. Darius had 3 brothers and 1 sister. His brothers were Artabanus, Artapernes, and Artanes. His sister's name is unknown, but we know she married one of Darius's friends, Darius. When Cyrus the Great passed away, his eldest son, Cambyses II, became the new king. He expanded the Achaemenid Empire to Africa by conquering Egypt. Cambyses was trying to expand the empire more in Africa, but he got the news that his younger brother, Bardia, crowned himself as the new king. This was very strange to Cambyses, because he murdered his brother before invading Egypt. Which was correct, Bardia was dead. That guy was an imposter. His name was Gomata. He stole the throne by pretending to be Bardia. Cambyses was returning to the capital, but he died in an accident by falling off his horse. By Cambyses dying, both sons of Cyrus were dead, and the empire went into chaos. This was the moment when the 7 Persian noblemen entered the chat to save the empire from Gomata. The 7 Persian nobles were Otanes, the brother-in-law of Cyrus the Great; Ostianes or Ardumanesh; Darius, one of Darius's friends; Megabazus I; Intapernes, another friend of Darius; Hydarnes; and finally, Darius himself. They succeeded to reveal the truth about Gomata, that he only looked like Bardia, and he was just impersonating him. They overthrew Gomata from the throne he stole and later executed him. After deposing Gomata, the Persian nobleman decided to do a test to decide who shall become the new king of the Achaemenid Empire. There are several stories on how they did the test, but we know that Darius was the winner of the test. After Darius was chosen as the new king, many subjects throughout the empire was not happy about this. They began revolting against Darius and the Achaemenid rule. They were also taking advantage of the chaos that was caused because of the deaths of the 2 sons of Cyrus the Great to make their lands free from the Achaemenid rule. However, they all failed to achieve their goal. Darius and his allies succeeded to crush the rebellions and save the empire from dividing.
Darius, when the satrapies revolt against the Achaemenid rule.
رفتارهای اینجوریتون بزنین کنار. واقعا میدونی با اینکه من هی بیام مثلا با توهین ازتون بخوام یا بخوایم با عصبانیت ازتون بخوایم که نمیشه که.
There's a rock relief in Kermanshah province in Iran, known as the Bastun inscription, that demonstrates this moment in history. This rock relief explains the events of the Achaemenid Empire from Darius's point. It explains about Cambyses murdering his younger brother, Bardia, Gomata pretending to be Bardia, and Darius becoming king. The relief shows Darius standing on the left side, crowning himself as the new king, and it shows Gomata getting defeated, lying on the ground under the foot of Darius. Behind Darius we see Darius and Intapernes, the close friends of Darius, who were also the 2 of the 7 Persian noblemen. On the right, we see the rebellions who tried to divide their lands from the Achaemenid rule, but failed. These guys are named Izina, the rebellion of Elam; Nidintubal, the rebellion of Babylon; Phraortes from Media; Marcia, another rebellion of Elam; Tritonteknes from Sagarsha; Vyas Data from Persis; Arika, another rebellion of Babylon; Frata from Margiana; and Skunka from Masagata, one of the tribes of Scythia. They all got imprisoned by Darius and later got executed.
اینا طرفدارای تو نیستن.
Darius in the Bestun inscription also explains how the great god Ahura Mazda gave him the throne and helped him to become the new king of Iran.
بی‌ناموسین شماهایی که دارین این کارو میکنین، ادامه میدین و تمام آیات آسمانی ضد شماست. یعنی من خوندم دیگه، اصلا تمام آیات برای همین حسادت و حسد و بهت درون و اینکه یارو هیچ گوهی تو زندگیش نشده به کسایی که از بچگی تو فقر و بدبختی و کارگری و خدمتکاری و بازار آهن و کوفت و زهرمار کار کردن بخواد بپیچه. من گریم نمیاد بابا.
After saving the empire from dividing, Darius, in order to secure his kingship, married the eldest daughter of Cyrus the Great, Princess Atosa. They had 4 sons and 1 daughter. Xerxes was their eldest child. In the Bestun inscription, Darius also explains that he and Atosa share a common ancestor, Tespes, their great-great-grandfather. And his father was Achaemenes, the great ancestor of the Persian house, whom the dynasty is named after him, the Achaemenid Empire. After securing his empire territory and his kingship, Darius began expanding his empire borders in 3 different continents. He planned a campaign against the Indians, who were fighting the Achaemenids since the reign of Cyrus the Great. Darius succeeded to take down some of the Indo-Aryan tribes and expand the Achaemenid Empire to the Indus Valley. Darius also expanded the empire more in Africa. What Cambyses planned to do, but couldn't. Darius expanded to Libya and later to Nubia, after occupying the Kushan kingdom. Darius also tried to control the lands of the Scythians. No, not the Scythians of Central Asia. Those people were already a part of the Achaemenid Empire. The target of Darius was the European Scythians, the ones above the Black Sea. Those people have always been a threat to the Middle Eastern empires, though to their nomadic lifestyle. They invaded the lands of the previous Iranian Empire, the Median Empire. The Persians, the Medes and the Scythians were all Iranian people. But they didn't get along with each other in politics. Darius, feeling concerned about the attack of the Scythians, tried to have them under his control. At first, he wrote a letter to the Scythian king, Idanthyses, asking him to join the Achaemenid Empire. But Idanthyses didn't accept Darius's offer. This was the moment when Darius decided to deal with them by invading their lands. He attacked the Scythians before they attacking him. At first, Idanthyses underestimated Darius because he was far away from him. But when Darius's army was entering Europe, Idanthyses realized that Darius was serious about conquering his lands. Thus, Idanthyses did what every king would do against a foreign invasion, defending his lands at the battlefield. No, wait, he ran away from Darius.
What? What the fuck?
That's right. Idanthyses and his people started running away from Darius and the Achaemenid army. This was surprising to Darius because he expected a fight. Therefore, the cat and mouse chase between Darius and Idanthyses began. Darius succeeded to take some of the Scythian lands of the Black Sea. But he couldn't fight Idanthyses and his army because they continued to run away from him. Darius, getting tired of the chase, wrote a letter to Idanthyses, calling him a coward, and asking him to yield.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these
Scythians. But Idanthyses responded that he was a very brave king, and this was just his strategy of war.
Are you sure about that?
We do not know the exact result of Darius's campaign against the Scythians. But we know that Darius succeeded to secure the Achaemenid Empire from Scythians' invasion till its downfall.
I did it?
Darius achieved all those great victories with the help of the Immortals. the most elite warriors of the Achaemenid Empire. Fun fact, the Immortals was the name that the Greeks used to call these warriors. We do not know what was the actual Iranian name of this force. The Immortals were 10,000 elite warriors.
Oh my God!
Knowing how to fight with every single weapon. They started their training from age 5. Darius was not known only for his military strength, but also for his politics and economy. He created a tax system in the empire to make it united and powerful.
Darius, when the satrapies pay their taxes.
من خاک پاشم دستشونو میبوسم. خودتون میدونید.
But when they don't pay their taxes.
He also built many reliefs and palaces, for example building Persepolis, the most magnificent architecture in the history of Iran. He created the palace of Tachara. His son Xerxes and his grandson Artaxerxes also built palaces in Persepolis. Darius married Atossa, the eldest daughter of Cyrus the Great. But he also married the other daughters of Cyrus. He also married many Persian noblewomen. He had many other wives and also many children from some unknown wives. Uncle Johnny. No, Uncle Darius. Fun fact, Xerxes was not the eldest son of Darius. Before marrying Atossa, Darius was married to an unknown daughter of Gobryas. He had 3 sons with her, Artabazanes, Ariabiegans, and Arsamenes, who were older than Xerxes. Artabazanes was the first child of Darius. Therefore, he wanted to become the successor. But Darius had to make Xerxes his heir, because Xerxes was born when Darius became king. Besides, Xerxes was the grandson of Cyrus the Great. Thus, Artabazanes was not chosen as the successor. But don't worry, he became the main leader of the Immortals. Darius also planned to take the Greek city-states. He managed to take the lands of the Ionian Greeks in Anatolia. He also took some of the Greek islands. Darius also took the kingdom of Thrace and the Greek city-state of Macedon. Darius actually took most of the Greek city-states without a fight. They accepted Darius's offer when he asked them to join the Achaemenid Empire. However, some of the Greek city-states didn't want to be a part of the Achaemenid Empire. For example, Athens. They denied Darius's offer and even supported the Greeks that were under the Achaemenid rule to revolt against it. They supported the Ionian Greeks to burn down the city of Sardis in Lydia in order to revolt against the Achaemenid Empire. Darius got furious about this and swore to punish the Greeks who were defying his rule. Darius succeeded to crush the rebellions and secure the Anatolian region of his empire. However, Darius was furious at the Athenians. Thus, he planned an invasion to conquer Athens. This battle was named the Battle of Marathon. He sent some of his generals to fight them. Darius sent Datis, a general of Media, Artapernes II, the nephew of Darius, and Hippias, the former tyrant of Athens who fled to the Achaemenid Empire. Unfortunately, the Achaemenid army lost the battle. Thus, Darius decided to plan a new campaign, but this time leading the army himself. But he didn't live long enough to do such thing. He passed away though to natural causes in 486 BC, and his son Xerxes I was tasked to do what his father couldn't when he became the new king. Unlike the previous Achaemenid kings, Darius ordered to bury him in a mountain in the Nakshi Rostam, which later became a tradition to the rest of the Achaemenid kings. And that's the story of Darius the Great, the most powerful king in the history of Iran. The first man who ruled over 3 continents. Darius the Great.
این آهنگه هستش.